So, if you watch my Twitch streams, then you should know that I have an SMP with my friends Parker, Bailey, and Insel. However, it was getting kind of boring, always doing the same thing over and over again. So, just yesterday, I wanted to change it to an anarchy server, and I did just that. There was one problem, however. It's hard to have a good anarchy server with just 4 people, and the only ones online, other than me at the time, was Soul and my little brother Evan. Luckily, Soul has a ton of Xbox friends, and some that were willing to play with us. Spider-Man, DuraXD, and Floating Bag, who's Spider-Man's brother. There were other people that wanted to join, but they couldn't get onto the realm for some reason. Now, I was expecting them to be okay at Minecraft, but not extremely good. Boy, was I wrong. After me and Evan had gotten some basic wooden tools, I said this.
You can kill anybody that you want, whenever, whatever, whoever, even if they're on your team, you can backfire as long as you don't hack. I'm fine with it.
And that's exactly when Floating Bag started his rampage. He first started off by killing Soul, and then when I want to get my revenge, he just killed me too, thus making me lose a permanent heart. Oh yeah, I should probably mention that this actually has a Lifesteal mod on it. If you don't know what Lifesteal is, it's basically if somebody kills you, then you lose a permanent heart and they gain a permanent heart. So, yeah, that just made it much more intense. Once me and Soul learned how powerful Floating Bag was, we decided to retreat. So we jumped into the ocean and started swimming. But Floating Bag was right on our tail, and he would not give up. He was chasing us for a very long time. And it only ended when we finally made a compromise, because Evan, my little brother, was still on the island and was basically heart farming Floating Bag's little brother, Spider-Man. So we made a compromise that Evan would stop killing Spider-Man if Floating Bag would stop chasing us. When we finally got back to land, we decided to park on a small desert island next to the main spawn island, where we thought we would be safe. And finally, me, Soul, and Evan finally had some peace on this server. We put torches everywhere, we fished, we cooked, we got materials, we set up a bunch of mines, and then Floating Bag decided to attack.
What?
Floating, he's here.
Okay.
He's here.
Help.
How does he have iron armor? That's literally... Run!
What's happening?
Run! He's like hard farming us.
And the chase was on. Floating Bag chased us around the entire island and just would not let us go. And if it weren't thanks to my brother Evan, who was distracting him, I would not have been able to get away by pillaring up. I don't know why Floating Bag wanted to kill us so bad, but he just did, and he would not he killed us so many times. It was honestly just scary running away from him. So yeah, Floating Bag just went on a rampage, killed us all at least once, and I was only able to escape by the skin on my teeth, by pillaring up. And yeah. And after a few minutes of not seeing Floating Bag, I jumped down thinking it was safe. And then, out of the corner of my eye, I saw it. Floating Bag. Again. So, I did what I did last time, and pillared up.
X coordinate or the
He's back!
X.
He's back!
Here is the.
And I watched him helplessly on top of my small pillar. And then, instead of pillaring up to me, he just started targeting my little brother Evan. And his dog. And after a risky jump, I collected all the stuff and then got as far away as possible from Floating Bag.
Also, the only way I was able to escape from him for a little bit is because he thought I was still on top of the pillar and he started pillaring up to me. And luckily, while I was running away, I ran into my friend Soul. And we kept going together. But then, when we got to the ocean, somehow Floating Bag had managed to keep up with us and now was right on our tail, chasing us again.
Oh
He's
crap.
behind us! He's behind us! Please! Please! He's behind us! And we kept on running, and just when we thought we were safe, Floating Bag came up and just killed Soul. Knowing that I would die too, I just logged off and tried to talk to him. And after a few minutes of waiting, once I thought I was safe, I logged back on and found my brother, and then we found a nice area and started making an underground secret base. And then, suddenly, Floating Bag came up behind me and two-shot me. And then, as soon as I spawned, Dire XD just tried to attack me again, and I logged off. And that's where we are now. I'm being hunted by both Floating Bag and Dire XD, and we're just struggling to survive. So, I guess by the time I finished editing this, I've already recorded episode 2, and just a disclaimer: there might only be 2 episodes of this. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed. Bye.